How's it going, YouTube? This is EJ the Phoenix, and I am back at it again with another vlog. So, we hit 69 subscribers. Yeah, you heard me right, 69 subscribers. And so, as a token of gratitude, I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to properly do screamo. So, as you guys are aware, screamo is actually quite self-explanatory. It's the ability to create a scream using your vocal cord, creating a distorted sound. So if you feel around your neck, your voice box is gonna be right at the very center of your throat. And then all around are your muscles, which create that distorted sound. So to do that, it really takes time of practice. You gotta do your research before you can hop into this and actually execute this skill into the studio or live on the field. So these are some of the tips and techniques that I'm gonna give to you on how to properly execute a rock scream. Resting is actually one of the most essential things in the human body. The average human gets about 8 hours of sleep, but if you're a local artist or you are already quite famous in the music industry and you're constantly moving around, going on tour, doing gigs and all that, you probably might not get all your 8 hours, probably 5-6 hours. So for people like that are constantly on the move, it is very important to rest. If you don't rest, your muscles cannot repair. So it is very important that if you just recently got out of a gig or performance, or you just went out and sang karaoke with your friends and family, which is something that I usually love to do. Once you see and you feel that your voice is worn down, the best thing to do is to really stay quiet and hydrate yourself. Drink lots of water, relax your entire body, and sleep it out. And then when tomorrow comes, be prepared to warm up your vocal cords, which is another essential thing, is warming up, which I'm gonna get into very soon. But resting is essential for the human body to heal. If you are constantly talking after a performance, your voice is gonna be very damaged, given the fact that you used most of your vocal strength in singing or screaming or all of the above. So you're gonna be very worn down, and your voice is gonna be very irritated the day you wake up. So resting, it is very essential to the human body and your voice. So if you're a singer, rapper, or rock star, you name it, warming up is the second most important thing to do, because when you're going to sing or you're gonna be doing heavy metal screaming, you do not want to sound like you are hesitating, or that you're struggling to hit those high notes. So warming up takes care of all of that. Warming up is actually quite a very important procedure. So it is important that as you're warming up, you take a very long time to warm up, like maybe give 5, 10, even 15 minutes out of your day just to warm up. And really, when you hop on the studio and you're gonna work on a project, warm up. Drink lots of water. My recommendation, do not drink cold water, because that's gonna mess up the entire warm-up procedure that you just did, and it's gonna slow you down. So drink room temperature water, and maybe just a tiny drop of honey. Warm honey, not cold. So drink it nicely warm, and make sure that it's completely natural, not artificial. And basically what honey does, it creates that coating all around your muscles, so that way when you're gonna hop into a scream or you're gonna hit a very powerful note, basically what it does, it soothes up your voice, so that way you don't have to push too hard. So I'll probably do a little demo about that probably right after warming up. So if you do not warm up and you go into a performance, I truly advise you start warming up, because if you go into a performance and you start singing, you're probably not gonna be giving the crowd 110% as they're expecting, especially if they notice that you did not warm up. And how are they gonna notice that? Is they're gonna notice in your voice that you are tired or that your voice is giving up on you, which is gonna end up resulting into you having to give the fans the mic, and they're gonna have to be singing most of the time, so that way you can catch your breath and then you can, hop on back into singing. Which you probably, if you've never seen it before, in different videos you will see people that after they get to a certain point that they get exhausted, they just literally put the mic towards the crowd so they can sing the songs. And for various reasons they do that, so that way they can catch their breath because they probably forgot to warm up. So make sure you do not forget to warm up, do not forget to hydrate, and do not forget to sleep. So conditioning, as well as warming up and hydrating and resting, it's also very essential. So when you go into the studio, which if you know me, I like to be on the studio most of the times, and I'm constantly working, constantly grinding, and using my voice a lot. But at a certain point in time, if you do not condition your body, or you go outside or run your bike or do any of the following, you're gonna notice that your voice is gonna wear down, you're gonna get tired, and a lot of the times it's very important to remain active. So I'm constantly riding my bicycle around my apartment complex or around Kissimmee, depending how I'm feeling. And then right after I finish doing those exercises and cardio, because as a singer, exercising our hearts and our lungs are very important, because those are the things that we use the most, especially our lungs. Because doing those high notes and doing screaming and all that does require a lot of stamina and vocal strength. So do be very active as you possibly can. The other part of conditioning is a good diet. So let's say lean meats, try to avoid any sugary items, of course, when you're going into a recording session or you're gonna go into a gig or karaoke show. Try to avoid any sugary items, and if you're gonna drink something, my advice is drink water in between, nice and warm, like I said, or honey again, which is actually natural and it's perfectly fine. But do be careful, because honey also is very tricky, very sugary. So do try to to measure up how much honey you take, because otherwise you're gonna get massively thirsty very, very quickly. But honey is a good booster and very soothing for your voice. Another thing is pineapple juice. If you drink pineapple juice, you definitely gonna notice the difference. It's another great booster. And lean meats such as chicken, turkey, and even fish, which fish is actually very, very good for your vocal cords, because it has lots of proteins, fresh with amino acids, which helps repair all of the muscles. Cause of lack of knowledge,